Alrighty then. Let's get started here. Just gotta get my hat on. Forgot to put it on at the last minute here. It's a little bit earlier than usual. Still gotta get used to it. Hello, Dana, and Uber's already here, since I'm platooning with him here. Just wanna get this battle going, but hopefully you guys like my ugly Christmas sweater here. It has a special guest being Serb in the center of it. Can't really see the whole thing, but it's just Santa Claus with a mistletoe on it. Alright, let's get this thing going here. Yeah, I was trying to actually get more, like more faces to put in this, because I bought this able to switch out faces in it, but my ink ran out. I was printing Serve, and you can't see it because it's not close up, but it ran out like mid-picture with him. But I'm hoping I should be able to get more ink in a couple days. None of the stores around me, I went to go look last night, they don't have any of the frickin' ink cartridges I need. But nonetheless, it's gonna be great for the Christmas party I'm going to. We're gonna put Ryan's mom's face in it, because she won't be up here. Anyway, the T26E5 here, it's a tier 10 match, but strange here. There's one tier 10 on the enemy team, one tier 9, and then, the rest 8s and 7s. Hello, Jack. Nice to see you. But yeah, so far, like I've played like 4 or 5 matches so far this morning. Serb has been one gigantic Artie magnet for me. I've gotten freaking nailed by Artie in basically every single match. It's like they freaking know that I have him on my sweater. I'm just not inclined to push south right now, since, I'm kind of alone, and yeah, these guys are starting to come up now. I know I could get a couple shots here north. My main worry is with SPGs right now. If a couple of them have shots on us. Alright, their IS-3. Most of us have kind of passed where they can hit us, so I'll head that way. I did actually get it, Jack. I can hop into it next for you if you'd like. My first match in it, you guys are going to be seeing a replay of it sometime, in the semi-near future. I still have to record it because I wasn't streaming. More or less, my first match, I got 4,000 damage in it, 8 kills, but it ended up being a tie because I went for the kill instead of going for capping, which is kind of rare for me. But I was trying to find an SPG. It was the SU-14-1, so not the fastest SPG. And that thing, I have no idea where that thing hid on Erlingberg, but I could not find it for, I think, 4.5 minutes. And it was just me versus him. I wasn't gonna attempt capping because one little hit and I would have been basically dead at that point. But I liked it so far, the matches I played in it. But yeah, that match in particular, it kind of more or less, it pissed me off more so that I made a stupid mistake like that. I should have just ended up capping, but I was... Oh shit, this is not good. Granted, he's throwing HE at me, which is good, but yeah, he was angling in a way that made it a little bit difficult for me to damage him. Just trying to wiggle a little bit here. It's not really the best position for me to deflect him, you know, unless he keeps throwing HE rounds. But, you know, wiggling a little bit might have helped me there. Hello, Simon. Yeah, I think it, you know, it's not the easiest tank or the most practical tank to play, depending on the map and, you know, matchmaking. However, it is, I think it's pretty good for a premium, like the, shit. We lost the center here. So now we can't push. I want to help you, Uber. It's just... we're in a bad spot now, because if we push, we get shot in the back, so we kind of have to... there we go. They just push the TVP away. I got an HE round loaded, hoping to... shit, I hit him right in the frickin' gun. Oh, I was trying to hit him on the turret roof, and I didn't exactly aim correctly there. Shit, I'm sorry about that, Uber. I kind of messed up. You know, both of us being out there, I kind of slinked back a little bit too far. Ah, shit. He caught me at the right time. Oh well. At least I'm going to say that we're still going to win this, but yeah. I screwed up a little bit there. Hello, Abdul. Hello, Jack. And Ming as well. Nice to see you. Alright, so I'll get into the little teeny scorpion here. Yeah, today for sale, I think it's the Yag Tiger 8.8. I was tempted to get it, but you know, it's still a pretty good premium. It has good DPM, pretty good armor, but I think I'm gonna hold off. I'd rather, because I already have a few German TD premiums. I'm gonna hold off for something new. Thank you, Abdul. I don't know how well you can see it. I showed it a little bit bigger earlier. I have Serb's picture in the... Serb is my mascot for today. I was saying I ran out of ink, but I was gonna do Quickie Baby. Maybe, since I know a couple of you guys, might just sneak a picture of some of you guys in, if you don't mind. Or if anybody wants. I was actually thinking if you guys want anything specific, you can always feel free to send it to me. Alright, I'm gonna... I might head up high here into the... it just really depends on where... yeah, most of my team's heading over here. I would have liked to head over here because you can get very good shots into the center. But it doesn't look like many people are heading that way, so I can't risk it. Yeah, I figured this early time would be nice for some of you guys, so... you know, for the next 2 weeks, you know, I have a couple different streaming times happening, so I'm going to see what works best for me, you guys, and after the holidays here, I'm going to, you know, settle on something for the winter. See, I don't mind streaming, like, early on, like, 8 a.m. for me, like, by now, like, if I was working and the restaurant was open right now, I would have been at work for, like, three hours most days, so, hesitant to push up, yep, because of that. Shit. Like, this thing does have fairly good gun depression. And good penetration and all that. It's just... yeah, the accuracy I find is good, but at the same time, the few matches I've played in this, I have missed a lot of goddamn shots, especially because you're fighting mostly at long range. Like, it's nothing against, because it has like 0.32 accuracy or something like that. I'm gonna swap over to a heat round. Never mind. I have a shot on the Comet. Just because shooting into this guy's, I actually hit his lower plate there. I was about to say shooting into his upper plate. You know, I don't have the best chance at penetrating him. But this is actually a pretty good map, you know, for the Scorpion. Plenty of spots for me to kind of support. Later on, I'll probably be doing something stupid and pushing up and dying, but it seems to be the trend in this tank. Outside of that first match I had, I tend to, you know, do pretty well supporting, and then I blow it and get way too aggressive in it. So this thing just does not, like, even though it doesn't have the armor, it just does not have HP to be able to tank shots. Let's see, I'm trying to get shots over this way. It's just I'm teetering on the edge of where they can spot me. It's like I actually wanted to pop a different crew in this to kind of train them up for my TDs, but I stuck with my T110E3 crew, which has very good camouflage on the crew skills, just to help this out a bit. Because the camouflage is good already, but, you know, every little bit helps. Hello, Gary and Gary. Nice to see you, too. Kind of funny that you both showed up at the same time. Sure, Abdul, if you want to say, you know, if you want anything included in the stream, feel free to... Shit, that was bad reflexes. Feel free to send it to me. Ah, come on, accuracy. That Scorpion G. Where art thou? Yeah, there he is. I should have stayed back for a couple more seconds. This KV-4, I'm probably going to want a heat round, honestly. Shit. But yeah, most of the misses you have in this either are because of the very long range, or it's down to human error. But this tank, you know, it only has really one playstyle, and it doesn't work on every map. You know, like, if you get Himmelsdorf or something, like, good luck. But, or even something like Roenberg and whatnot, there's not too many functional spots for you to use. Ah, crap. We're in a bad spot now. It's just, we had, you know, pretty good setup, but then we don't have anything armored enough now to make the final push. I want to help against that E2, however. Shit, I could have got that Scorpion. Let's see if I can catch him when he comes back this way. I wanted to push up and help you, Uber. It's just... yeah. We ran out of oomph to make that little final push. So that is one thing I have noticed. The gun traverse on this is extremely slow. It's like you're better off sometimes actually moving the... oh shit, they see me. Moving the hole rather than waiting for, you know, the gun to settle in. That was a terrible shot. I know I'm gonna get popped here by... yep. There he is. He's ruining my day. Yes, it does. It literally has 0 armor. I don't mind the tank Uber. I actually think it's like it's probably not the most practical tank, but I don't know. I honestly think it's decent at its job for a premium. It's just it's all gun and mobility, but yeah, actually influencing matches and winning, it's a tough sell on that. But I would say it is a low tier lower than say like the Scorpion G, but it's more or less. Why don't I'll hop into something like the E4 here. If there's any requests, I'll gladly take them. But comparing it against say like the E25, they both have extremely good camouflage. They're both very quick. The Scorpion G, or not the Scorpion G, the Scorpion M56 Scorpion, on the other hand, it has a higher alpha gun, lower rate of fire, of course, and a lot more penetration compared to the E25. I feel like they're pretty similar. It's just the E25 with the huge amounts of DPM it has. It's able to shred, mid tier tanks compared to the Scorpion there that, it's much more of a threat to higher tiers than the E25 is, but at the same time, the gun having we actually oh shit, I thought we were gonna win that, but I think the M56 it's a good tank. It's just being a TD that has no armor and low HP, you can rack up damage and help your team out, but at the same time, if there's a match where you have to be pushing or on the front lines, it's definitely failing there. A picture of Stalin and play Russian tanks? I could do that, Jack. Like once I get more ink, because I went to really the only place that sells ink around here is we have Walmart, and like the nearest like Staples is like 30 minutes from me. But I bought it offline. It's coming in a day or two. The advent calendar, Gary. Like I am a little disappointed in them too. Like really, the advent calendar in years past, like it's not always for like huge sales. Uh, More or less, it's for offering tanks that you might not find throughout the year. Like sometimes they do have really good deals on it. Like in years past, this year it seems like they're mainly just sticking to. Well, the bundles are extremely. I think they're stupid, but at least they're offering single tank packs along with it. At least on the North American server, there's been, a single tank instead of a bundle every day. Maybe not right away. They forgot to put them up at the same time some days, but they've been there. Um, like I think it's, I almost feel like they should throw in some better deals, but uh, looking at how they kind of do the whole month of December for all the servers, the advent calendar, you can find a couple good deals in there or rare tanks that they don't really sell that often. Like coming up here, there's a couple days people don't know what's going to pop up. Um, it's going to be like outside. I still think there might be one of the personal reserves in there, like one of those days, but you might be able to find like the AT-15A and other tanks that aren't really sold anymore. So it's good for that. However, keep in mind, like if you're looking for good deals, especially on tanks like in the tech tree, that you can buy for gold, usually right once Christmas hits, and especially towards New Year's, because that's a little bit um, whatever holiday they celebrate in Russia. It falls, I believe, after Christmas and more towards New Year's. They usually offer 15% off tier 8 to 10, 30% off, and this is for every single tank. They've done it in every year since, you know, the game has kind of taken off. Like, they haven't said anything about this year, but, you know, they've done it every year up to now. Crap, I bounced off of him. So usually if you're looking for good savings, that's the better time to actually get things. Because typically between, you know, the weekend of Christmas through New Year's, typically they have special events, game modes, you know, those huge sales on everything. But the advent calendar, you know, has almost always been, the deals there have been more geared towards rare tanks and picking up stuff like that. You know, there might be a savings here or there, but typically, you know, you're not going to find, you know, like, outside of like the black, probably the best, honestly, the best deal so far has been like the black, the black mutts and stuff for people who had the rental and not the actual tank. Like $20 for a tier 8 premium, or $21. Like, that's kind of unheard of from wargaming, so you can almost argue that that was, you know, kind of the best deal so far in an advent calendar. Thank you, Gary. I was like, holy shit, how did he make his chat green, the background? Thank you very much for the tip. Oh, that guy did not want us to kill him. Haven't really done too much now, but I'm gonna, oh lord. Oh shit, Uber, no. I have done that myself. I would jump down to help you, but I think I'm gonna end the same way. I honestly almost did that earlier today. I was playing what, it was the T62A. I almost was gonna say 140. But yeah, that cliff there is very tempting, because I've been in that spot where the enemy jumped off and killed himself. I've done that myself, trying to get down safely. It's just a little bit too steep. Come on, black mutts. You know you want to come my way. But he's not. Yeah, he overturned there. It's like sometimes you can, you know, backpedal and hit the reverse once you go over a cliff, but that one, yeah, I've never been able to get down that safely. I've tried. Oh, yeah. I should have just taken a shot. Yeah, for those of you who weren't here right away, so I'll hop into the T-54E1 was the... I completely botched that. Alright, yeah, we're basically chasing them the whole match. The T-54E1, I will say I completed the grind for the T-57. Alright, I'm gonna... my Serb sweater here, only because it's a little bit big on me. He has a mistletoe hanging. Very Serb-esque here. But I mainly bought it. Well, I bought it with the stream in mind, but at the same time, like I said, I'm gonna put my girlfriend's mother's face in it when we go to this Christmas party, because she won't be up here in New Jersey for it. Sure, I can play the mutts. Yeah, the best chance you have for the E25 is doing the tank rewards thing and just picking all the supply crates, honestly. That's what I've been kind of doing. I haven't had any luck, but that's your best bet now. Or if you check on the forums, they have actually quite a few, um, they do events and stuff, and where you have to craft things and send it in, or pictures and stuff like that. You can tend to win some premium tanks and gold through that pretty easily, because there's only, like, for some of them, only like a dozen people enter and stuff like that. Okay. I was about to say, I always forget. I was like, PRs. I always forget to put. I always forget to put personal reserves on, but I've been reminding myself because, um, I'm trying to grind for the Swedish tanks, which the patch for the Swedish tanks hit today on the Russian server. However, as usual, they gave the release date, and it said downtime for all servers, blah blah blah, and they only meant the Russian ones and not EU, NA. So it might come, say, tonight for North American server, stuff like that, or we might be waiting. But with the campaign ended for all the servers, I would assume it's going to be sooner than later. Yeah, I wanted to print out more faces, but yeah, my printer, my printer is, I don't know, like 10, 12 years old, and it was a little bit difficult finding ink cartridges for it. Obviously, HP stopped making them this past year. Well, yeah. In a way, like the E25, but they have stated a developer stated in the past week that they're not going to sell the E25, mainly because it would kind of break things more so than it would be worth them making money off of it. But if they ever sell tanks, like, yes, it's kind of a money grab that they make these huge bundles for them and whatnot. Uh, but at the same time, it's almost a good thing, um, because not as many people will buy a huge bundle outside of those who want it or could afford it. And if they made, say, like the E25, they sold it for its original price, it was like between 25 and 30 bucks. You'd see like thousands of them. If they put it at like $99, you'll still see a lot of them, but a lot less than you know you would if it was a cheap bundle. I saw that KV4 crossing, and unfortunately for him, I I knew I could actually hit him with this gun. Nice to see you, Sam. Yeah, I'm doing good so far. I like getting up early. If I don't have anything to do, though, typically I vegetate and sleep, but I like getting up early and getting things done, so. But yeah, this picture I actually cropped out from, they had like a wargaming company party, and he had a bunch of like paid, not to say strippers around him, but they look like strippers. KV4, really? You just deserve to die if you did that. I'm waiting for my next victims to come across. I've gotten a lot better in this recently, but now that I said that, I'll probably get RD'd. It's just, you have to play it very strategically. You just have to set up to where if your gun doesn't hit the shots, the enemies aren't going to be piling on you. Well, it was kind of funny, in the same Q&A that the developers said they weren't going to sell the E25, I'm fairly sure the person asked about the Type 59 too, and he did not comment on that, because the Type 59's not, broken anymore. That was back when Matchmaker was more than ±2. That's how you know, the Type 59 became kind of infamous. Pretty much, like, this, I remember, we got this, printer when my parents bought me an iMac, way back when. Like, it was pretty much the first iMac when it came out. This printer came with it for, it was either free or, come to think of it, might have been like 20 bucks extra. And yeah, I've had it ever since then. Yeah, so this printer, it's fairly old, but it works. I'm not going to get a new one if it works. Ryan's mainly the one who used it. She forgot to mention to me that the ink was low. And as I was printing it, she's like, oh, like, what are you doing? I'm like, oh, like, I told you I'm printing out these things for the stream. She's like, well, the ink's low. I'm like, oh, God. But I found it on Amazon pretty easy. Just going into Walmart and stuff, they're probably gonna look at me dumb if I'm like, do you have this and this? They're like, what? Awesome, thank you, Artie. Ooh, I am not, oh shit, I was like, I am not confident in this shot, but I'm gonna take it anyway. I want to pop over here. Uber is in a good spot though. He should be able to hold down that side. It's just I have 2 TDs here, and I'm against a Conqueror and 2 TDs as well. Shit, he's pushing on me. And he ammo racked me. Crap, I'm actually in a bad spot now. Come to think of it. Only because I don't even know if he knew that I was freaking reloading. But props to him, he chose the right time to push. Unfortunately for him, he did not have the top gun. Ah, crap. Uber's support over there kind of fizzled out. I'm gonna stick with these guys, only because our Artie's pretty much already dead. And I don't have enough HP to kind of go out on my own. Yeah, Uber's doing a good job in the T-30. That's hard to cover that long reload. Very nice. You're not going to bounce my shells. Oh, shit. He did. I was like, you're not going to bounce these. And yeah, then he did. Yeah. Here, having Serb on my sweater here probably has an adverse, you know, effect on shooting Russian tanks. Alright. So with this, because we really only have to survive here for 2 minutes and 40 seconds since we're defending. I'm gonna tuck here. It's not as arty safe, but it's more bat chat safe. All of our, we still have ribbons. Basically commercial printers and kitchens all have ribbons on it. Freaking hate them. Especially when they don't kind of rewind. You have to open it up and freaking rewind it by hand as, you know, you're trying to cook, and like you have people like, where's my order? And, you know, the printer's not printing, and I could see where that would suck with a home printer. Half the time we just freaking leave the ribbon in there not really working, and you like have to squint just to see like the imprint of it, you know, smashing the letters onto the paper. Sure, Jack. Just let me know when you get back, and I'll hop into the months after that. If anybody else has any requests, I'll gladly I'll gladly take them. This guy, like, dude, you got that far. Don't go run and hide. I almost feel like he's gonna pop in, honestly, right behind me. Because he kind of saw us all over here. He might just be kind of, for lack of better words, YOLOing. We're suicide rushing. But I don't want to pop out too far and give him an easy kill if he's over here. Whoopsie daisy. Alright, I'll head this way. There's only 30 seconds left. Yeah, he's hiding. Holy shit. Really, dude? Like, not to say he had the best chance of winning, but one-shottable SPC. I'm 2 or 3 shottable, but you know, it actually gives you a chance if you're spotting for Artie. Oh well. Little does he know he's not going to tie here because we're defending. I do not have the AMX CDC, unfortunately. The closest I have to that is the FCM 50T. Sure, I can play those Abdul and Dana. Pretty nice match. Mastery Badge First Class, high caliber. And yeah, we had a pretty good defense there. I don't know why the guy did that because we obviously won. See, I'll do the T28 Proto because it's right here. Or right there. And then I'll play the Tortoise 113 and I'll get to the Mutts when Jack gets back. But yeah, it is starting to click in the T54. It took me a while to get used to it. But more or less, I'm trying to set up in spots. Even though that Conqueror pushed on me in between the reload, I try to set up in spots like I was saying where if I don't kill a tank or in between drums, I have enough time to basically dissuade people from pushing into me. Like, it doesn't always work like that Conqueror, but you just want to keep enough distance to where they're not going to be like, oh, I'm just going to push into him. You get, you know, they're going to think like, oh, I can probably shoot him, but it's still a far trek for me to get him. Yeah, I'll add the FCM on for you, Ming. Well, the T57 Heavy, like, I'm going to take a peek later on today to see when the Swedish thing, the patch is coming out for the North American server. I assume it's going to either be tonight or tomorrow, like tomorrow night. It shouldn't be that far behind. Yeah, I can do the Scorpions and the WZ-111. I can do all of them. But if for whatever reason, say the Swedish patch is going to be next week, I don't see that happening. I might pony up and buy the T57 Heavy sooner. Because I want to get both Swedish lines started. Because I've been waiting for these tanks for a bit. And then I'm going to be grinding them. Get the T57. I should be able to get a little bit further in the German medium tank line. And then by the time I get to the next tier in the Swedish tanks, I'll be able to buy them. Hello, Minecraft. Nice to see you. Oh shit. Try to give him a little wiggle room. He probably doesn't have a premium account if he's saying that. Like, the shells on the Yag Panther 2 are a little expensive, but if you don't have a premium account, you know, you're going to be tough pressed to make a huge profit in tier 8s unless you're having, you know, very good matches every single time. I almost wish Ryan was here, but, you know, she's teaching right now. So she could have her ugly Christmas sweater here on the stream as well. Hers is a little bit blinding though. Like she is a cat like hung around a tree, not like hanged, but it's like grabbing a tree. But it has a ton of freaking LED lights on it. Oh, those things are so goddamn bright. All right. I'm liking my chances out here with a low. Come on, dude. We can easily push past him. Or... Whoa, 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 whoa. I want to help you. But you're making it extremely hard. There is one SPG I gotta worry about. Is this KV... I was about to say, is this KV3 afraid to shoot me? I'm inclined to get this T-20 out. He's shooting at Uber, and these guys are having some difficulties killing him. There we go. Never say I didn't help you, like Graham does. Or I think it's Graham who said that. I could be wrong though. Alright. Our north defense is okay. But yeah, I should stick down here. Doing my best not to drop into the abyss. I live in the US on the East Coast. I just live in a seasonal resort town, so wintertime, since I'm I'm a chef, restaurants, we go from having like 50 restaurants open to town to 3, 3 or 4. I wish ours could be open, but we're in, I forget, it's an original Victorian hotel, and being right next to the beachfront, like, you know, we're literally right on the beach. The first story is about, it's like the second floor of a typical house, and underneath, being jacked up so high, none of it's insulated. Being as old as it is, can't have water on, when it's freezing out. But maybe someday. But I don't mind the time off. It's just see if I can ammo rack this guy, or at least damage his ammo rack. Let's keep. Whoop! Sorry, low. I'll come out here. I'm gonna get shot in the butt, but. Don't like blocking teammates. I hate when it happens to me. Man, in town in the winter, like, I rarely go out to eat. Like, I'm going out tonight because it's my cousin's birthday, but it's like your options are very limited here. And even then, sometimes, like, we're going to a pretty fancy restaurant, but sometimes eating this time of year around where I live, like, if you live in a place where there's not a lot of people and it's kind of like a slow time of the year, I always kind of question the food, just from working in a kitchen. Like, I don't, you never know how old something is. It's like I do a very good job keeping on top of that, because that's basically my job at work, but I don't always know how other people run their kitchens, more or less. It's like one person I worked with this year before they quit. They had, they said a few times, like, if only people knew, like, how most restaurants cook their food or where it comes from, they'd be scared. It's like, we prep most of our own stuff, but some places, it just comes right out of a bag, and they might just like toss it in salsa or something. It's not to go on not to discuss too much about food for a World of Tanks stream. It happens though. I'm just gonna sit on the cap because really there's no chance for us to have gotten back to do anything there. Hello, Toma. Nice to see you. I looked for you. I searched your username. Are you on the North American server? Because I couldn't find your name last stream when you wanted to platoon. If you want to platoon, type it in chat, and I'll do my best to look it up again. Pretty decent match though. It's like I took a slightly shorter route, and yeah, both me and Uber were neck and neck as far as slowly slinking across the battlefield. Like these tanks, they're both pretty slow, so why not stick with the trend here with the Tortoise? And then request wise, we have the 113 FCM50T, the Scorp G, M56 Scorpion, and the WZ111 and the Mutts whenever Jack gets back here. That would be nice, Abdul. It's like I wish I could, travel. I'd like to travel around the different places in the world. I mainly, being tied to a house now. Like not many people, in New Jersey, my age, own their own house. Just because it's really expensive living here. I can't exactly travel anywhere. The most I travel is if, like my parents or Ryan's parents, let us tag along with them. Would say there's not too much in New Jersey to see though. Like, it's nice here, especially South Jersey. It's not built up like North Jersey, but there's nothing too crazy about it. Outside of just coming to relax, more or less. Or in the winter, it's pretty cool seeing once it gets down under like 20 degrees for a high in the day. The Delaware River, because I'm at the mouth of it, all the ice flows. It's like gigantic like piles of icebergs and stuff because we're right at the end of it. I don't want to turn around and go here, but I feel like I kind of have to. Yep, 2 AFK. I just don't want to head this way because I can't push out here. I'm going to have to set up a little bit further back, which at least there's no arty, but I don't know how useful I'm going to be. Nice, Washington State. That's where the person I was just talking about who ended up quitting, they're going over in that area come sometime soon. Yeah, I've mainly just traveled along the East Coast. I've been to Hawaii twice, but my dad usually picks the vacations because he's the one paying for it. He likes to go to islands, which I get. If I ever make it to Russia, I will let you know. Which shit, I should have just stuck with. I did critical hit him at least, but I should have just stuck with my standard AP here. Yep, I'm lit up. Obviously, there's another tank there because that T-30. There we go. I was about to say the T-30 didn't initially spot me. That's the guy that actually spotted me there. Hello, Pezmed. Nice to see you. Yeah, but Uber's in a good spot. We can support since there's not any SPGs. I mainly I popped the HE off here again Because I feel like when someone first pops up, I'm really only going to have a turret shot on them. Try to see if I can get a hit on the E5. So it looks like they backtracked here. Yeah, I guess I don't like this side. It's very constricting. Ooh, it's a nice shot. Ooh, awesome. A little bit over my average damage there, being in an HE shell. Alright, now I gotta be a little bit concerned here because I got quite a few tanks. Maybe not. I was expecting these guys to aim at me a little bit sooner. I don't have a shot there. It's just our other side's getting chewed apart, which we still have quite a few big guns in the back, but yeah, they don't have much cover to work with there with their size. They would have been better off heading this way. Shit. T-57 got him. I'm looking forward to T-57. That thing can, even though you know, you can miss a shot or two in it. You know, you can come across a tank with almost all their HP and just make it disappear. Just trying my best to keep my gun in the game. Shit, I could have got him. More or less. That's my main goal here. I think I'm better off foregoing this shot and getting back a pinch further. Why'd you slow down, dude? I was all lined up for you there. Not cool. Alright, I'm back at my last little piece of cover here, unfortunately. Ooh, shit. Ooh, he missed me. I saw that E3 pointing at me. I'm like, shit. Alright, I'm actually gonna weasel my way this way. See if this guy gets a little antsy. He had it, or he still has a shot on me. It's just whether or not he... Whoopsie daisy. Climbing up the building there. Luckily no one shot at me there. Yes, I do. It's got Serb's face in the center. Hello, Rotonick. Nice to see you. Thank you very much, Minecraft. Ah, I'm glad you got that. Congratulations. Penning an E3. Awesome. It's not exactly something I want to do right now. It's just very small spots that you can pen at E3 without popping over at APCR. That would have a very good chance, but at the same time, at this point I'm not going to bother chucking APCR. We've, you know, pretty much lost this already. I will try to get a shot on the T-57 here. Yeah. That didn't work. Oh lord. Alright, so the next request up was the 113. we did a pretty good job. It's just I don't know why big TDs like that with no armor, um, like you still like they were planning on not being spotted out there, but you know they went to a spot where they had literally no cover behind those hills once they got spotted. But yeah, for those of you just joining in, I am graced and hopefully get a little bit of luck from Cerbacloss. So, if there's any, feel free to send me images. Like you can always find my email. It's on WoTguru.com. It's essentially Cody Menz at WoTguru.com. You can find it in the contact information section. And if you have any images you would like in here, I will do my best to get them ready by, I would say, Friday, because I need more ink for my printer. Hello, Adrian. Nice to see you. Levi's like, why are you on the computer this early? Although he'll take this over me leaving. He gives the sad puppy eyes whenever you leave him in the morning. It's actually hard. I wish I could... Between getting the hat and the sweater in the picture, I kind of did the middle. It's not easy to get them both in here. My webcam's already zoomed out all the way. Alrighty then. I don't know where I want to head. It's going to be a brawl fest. I feel like down here. I might actually head up here, considering the 113 is fairly nimble. The 113 is actually just a pinch slower than medium tanks. Like climbing hills here, it's going to be a little bit sluggish, but this thing is, it can zoom around. Alright, Jack, yeah, since you had the request earlier on, I'll hop into the mutts next. And, you know, I'll hop into the mutts, then the FCM. Just because, you know, your request was at the beginning of the stream. Nice. I know you're worried about that, but, you know, after the first couple days, I'm sure you'll, you know, it'll settle in and you'll enjoy it. Even if you kind of don't. Like, I've had to do quite a few things because I had anxiety. I still do. Like, even if I am not anxious consciously, my body's like, dude, you're freaking out right now. Even if stuff you don't want to do, you know, you still have to try to make the best of it. I know that's kind of cliche, but it does work, and it doesn't do you any good. Come on, Foch. You're pushing with me here. Even though there is an SPG. Foch! Come on, Foch, or Foch, whatever. This Patton's probably pissed. Oh shit, there's a 183 and an E5. Shit, I wanted to get... I wouldn't have went there, Foch. Why did you go there? Or Foch, or... I never can frickin' pronounce it. If that 183 wasn't here, I'd be more inclined to push. Dude. Why did he just sit out there like that? Like... Right. Oh shit, the bat chat's pushing up. Since he's gonna be spotted, I will gladly reward him with, never mind, the E5. Ah, there he is, actually. It's just critical hit. The outside of the mouse, which thank you Uber for correcting me when I said the 113 had the least amount of penetration. This tank has the least amount of pen for a tier 10 heavy, which it kind of needs it in a way, because it has very good upper hull and turret armor. It's very mobile. It's got a very good HP pool, and you know, the gun 440 alpha, and same rate of fire as an E5, slightly less accuracy, but because of the 440 alpha compared to 400, it has more DPM. So this tank, outside of the slightly low gun depression, I believe it is -5, I'd like to say. You know, it's a pretty awesome tank. I don't need a heat round here, but I was mainly loading a heat round for the E5 if he was facing me frontally, but it doesn't look like he's... Not that I even hit him there. Doesn't look like he's too worried about me. Hello, Unicorn. Nice to see you. pretty much what Jack said. That's that's the way I would go into it. Negative 35 degrees. They're not gonna let you die. Granted, that's pretty damn cold, but I walk my dog when it gets frickin' freezing still. You just gotta bundle up. But yeah, being that cold could be... Alright, you're being a little bit annoying now, Unicorn. You're gonna disappear here very soon. I'm just too busy. Which, thank you WZ111 for blocking me there. That was very kind of you. Oh, hello, E100. I could swap to a heat round, but do I need to? No. My win rate 8 would appreciate it, but yeah, I don't care. Alright, so he can hurt me very, very much. Thank you for over-angling. He's got the big gun. Yep. Thought I had just enough time. Like, that IS-4, honestly, that was just a heat shell he shot at me. Like, yeah. Oopsie daisy. This is gonna hurt. Or not. Not sorry, T-57. So I'd say not to block you, but I know I wasn't gonna have shots on that IS-4 once he pulled back there. Pretty nice match for our team now. Honestly, this is... I might have to save this match. Alright, so let's get rid of the troll there. Or... I'm not going to block him. I'm just going to put him in a timeout. Mastery Badge First Class. Confederate Award. You know, 5k damage. Yeah, I was very surprised I didn't get penned by that 183. And once that happened, you know, it was smooth sailing from there. But that was a pretty damn good match on a 113. I'm going to make sure I hang on to that one. The next up was, let me hop into it here, the Mutts, and then I was going to play the FCM 50T. Let me just get this one saved here. Oh god, I have so many fucking frickin' replays sort through. Alright, there we go. Thank you, Gary. Yeah, troll duty. Usually I can do it pretty quickly, but I was wanting to get a little bit more damage there. What tank do I prefer, the 113 or the 121? I would honestly say the 113. Essentially between the two. I believe the 121 has, I think it has more DPM, and I think it has more penetration as well. But it has less gun depression, a little bit less armor, I believe, but it has more mobility. I'd rather take the little bit better armor on the 113 than I would the 121. But also the gun depression on the 113 makes it a lot easier to play. So it's the gun depression and the slightly better armor, Rotonick, that I prefer in the 113. But they're both, they're pretty equal. They have their trade-offs, but for just standard public matches, I would definitely say the 113. And overall, that line is a lot better. Specifically the 110 and the WZ-111-14. Oh, thank you, Jack. That stinks, Ming. I mostly just get rain here where I live, but hell, if I want it snow, I can. I just have to drive about an hour north, and there's always like snow in Pennsylvania and North Jersey. Just where I live specifically, there's so much freaking ocean around me. It hardly snows here, outside of like little dustings. Hello, gaming. Nice to see you. Honestly, I haven't gotten a chance to, because I was doing a lot of renovations. I'm still not done, but I'm mostly done. Last year, I have a nice huge fire pit in my backyard. I actually plan on cooking on it and burying stuff in it and coals to cook soon. I like to experiment with, cooking things different ways, and that's it's kind of high on my list for things to do. Like I want to roast. I'm always tempted. I have a whole turkey for getting a free turkey for Thanksgiving. I obviously didn't eat it because I was at work. But I want to roast the whole thing, like kind of in like you would do a pig, bury it in coals. Ah, crap! I messed up and wiggled one too many times there. That would be fine, Jack. For anyone that does visit me, because Rich came and saw me. He was, he already had vacation in Cape May, and it was coincidence. He actually, my family's real estate company, he used them, for rentals, well before, I even knew him. But, just make sure if anyone ever does come, you actually tell, if I don't know ahead of time, you tell the wait staff that you know me, and he said it's okay, not to say bug them, but, to let them know that you're here. Because my wait staff at the restaurant, sometimes they can be, unfortunately I'm not in charge of that. I've had times where, my friends come in and they're like, like they said you were busy. I'm like, they didn't even tell me you were here. Like, come on, people. It's like, I am busy pretty much every shift, but if someone's here, like, I know, I make some time to pop out and, chat for a couple minutes. I live in South Jersey, Cape May specifically. I don't really hide where I live, like some people do. It wouldn't be hard to just Google my frickin' name anyway and find me. Yeah, I know. I was gonna, a bunch of foil. I don't have, like natural stuff to cook it in, but I plan on, I gotta clean my fire pit first, because we'd uh, gotten rid of some, like, not a lot, but I'm always hesitant. We cooked, or not cooked, we burned a couple, you know, pressure treated things in there, just because we already had went to the recycling center, and no bother taking a few pieces of wood. Rather not cooking stuff like that, though. My family has a restaurant. You know, my brother's the head chef. I'm the sous chef. Um, you know, he does dinner. I do breakfast, lunch. I moved over to that when someone had left several years ago. But let's see. Let's get this going. But yeah, I've been in the restaurant business. It's a restaurant slash hotel. You know, my whole life. Cool, Maryland. I haven't been to Maryland, but I've driven through it a couple times. Ryan always makes fun of me because, like, my family and a lot of people who live in Cape May, because we're on the teeny tiny tip of New Jersey, like, it's kind of like a disease almost. You don't leave. Like, you go, like, anywhere, like, 30 minutes north and you're, like, taking a vacation. If you call the manager, you might get my aunt. Grant, she's nice. A lot of people, they think she's mean, but my family, when we're working, we tend to look pissed off in a way. It's a little bit focused. That sounds about right, Rob. I honestly, like, fried turkey, I've had it. You know, it's very good, but it's not worth the risk. Like, I've seen so many, you know, articles like that where people almost burn themselves down, or burn themselves, catch themselves on fire. Like, oil ain't something to mess with. We almost had a fryer this year. We bubble over because it overheated. The heating element on it, the temperature sensor, got messed up. You know, we got a new one the next day, but it started bubbling. I'm like, shit. Running for it. Yeah, no mosquitoes. Honestly, Minecraft, because I hate mosquitoes, I would say I would rather have negative 35 degrees than frickin' mosquitoes. You can quote me on that when you have frostbite. Ooh, I got through there just in time. Honestly, shit. Oh, I thought nobody even shot at him either. Like, I thought I was covered because that amount of people behind me in one line, but nope. Nope, not at all. Honestly, cooking turkey, I usually, if I do it at home, I have a bunch of 5-gallon buckets, pickle buckets from work, but I usually, you know, cook them in the winter. I get a nice marinade and brine up, and I pop it in a bucket and stick it in my shed for, you know, like two days or so. You know, it's like, you know, 30 degrees out, 20, so it's fine sitting out there, but, you know, you let that thing brine for several days, and that thing could be juicy as hell. Holy crap. I can't even get back there now based off of where T-30 wasn't aiming at. Ah, shit, he straightened back out. Let's say T-30 wasn't aiming at me. It's just we need to push. We literally left the whole side open. But that was a very nice shot. I'm gonna see if I can get a I guess want to go somewhere else, I guess can't. I have this SU-152. Like, I literally cannot push or go back because there's that TD watching me. I guess I can try to push with these guys, but now we don't have anyone covering. Holy shit, IS-3. I'm probably going to take the damage here. But maybe that TD moved. At least I got a little hit on that IS-3. It's just the FCM here. It's a heavy, but you gotta play it like a medium, and I'm kind of failing at that. I wasn't expecting to get pinned down here like I am right now. Luckily, this guy doesn't know that you can shoot through this rock. Shit, I'm getting flanked here. I soaked up one extra hit there, my track, but... Oh lord, big bad T-30, I ain't gonna... Ooh, he had an HE round. I was gonna say, I'm not gonna survive... survive a direct hit from him, but... We still have a chance to win this, but... It was just unfortunate. We had a lot of people here, and they just weren't pushing. But... Just if you focus on one flank, you better focus on it quick and do it good, then worry about turning around. But alright, so after this request was a Scorpion G. I think Uber is getting coffee here. I'll catch up on chat. Well, Rob, I have my schedule up in the video description here. You know, that's going up to the day after Christmas. So I have quite a few early streams here. And then, you know, I have some nighttime streams as well. After Christmas, you know, I'll probably change the schedule a little bit here. I just have a lot of, like, events coming up, which is why it's not a set schedule, same every week. I'll still be streaming early in the morning, late at night, or early evening, I should say. It's not super late. So yeah, I'll be here at least two days a week. I plan on streaming early, 2 later on. That way it works out for you know, everybody who likes to watch me here. That sounds about right. Like where was it? Like I the mosquitoes weren't super like that size. I know you're you know, just emphasizing how large they were, but when I went on vacation just down in the Caribbean, just the difference between, say, New Jersey and down there, it was St. John's. I was like, what the hell is on me? It freaked me the hell out, but yeah. Hey, you sold your FCM. Oh. I actually think it's a good premium. It's not a heavy. That's the only thing I always get hung up on is I want it to be a medium tank because it would get a little bit better accuracy, a little bit less HP, but the way they balance tanks, or they used to when the FCM came out, its gun has a little bit of problems with the accuracy, especially while moving, because it is classified as a heavy. And especially camo values too, but okay, you're annoying. Anyone who does that automatically goes on my freaking blacklist. So okay, there is a Conquer gun carrier, so I'm gonna take a little bit of a risk pushing it out here. But sometimes if not a lot of people push here, I'll sit back here. I usually don't camp, but yeah, if our STB1 and T-54 is heading up here, I'll take a chance. That's alright, Jack. Like, I'm just testing out different times here, and, you know, if the midday stream doesn't work, you know, because tomorrow is 12 to 3 p.m. for me, You know, I might switch that to be earlier. Did the RU Premium XP? What do you mean by that? The RU 251? I don't think it shouldn't. Please spare me, Artie. I'm hoping to get one shit. Fortunately, you know, I just barely got spotted there. It's just the Conqueror gun carrier. I know he has a good chance of hitting me. A lot of times playing this map, especially low tier, I try to bluff more than not. Shit, that was a bad wiggle there. Hey Artie, how about you help us here? He's getting wrecked, the T-54. But I try to bluff to keep the enemy from pushing, in hopes of the other side winning or, you know, getting some spotting damage. You know, or just popping out and bouncing off a tank. I don't know where our Artie's aiming, but obviously it's not this side because that E4 would have, even though he's not exactly set up to hit this side, so I guess he is focusing elsewhere. Yeah, all tanks do that. Essentially, free experience, the way that works, that you can convert with gold. If you have an elite tank, all that experience turns into free experience unless you click the accelerate crew training box. Thanks team, I didn't even notice that they pulled back there. They're all going to the other flank, which is not a good thing. Nope. It's just, at this point, we have a huge blob here. And, you know, they have 2 tanks there. So everyone pulling back here, you're just going to get him killed, you know, it's just going to be like dominoes. Whereas your best bet is to somehow make it work over here. Like, we still have a chance to win, but, you know, at this point, everyone needs to pull back because the blob on our team is moving, you know. It's just, I wish I saw him pulling back. Not that I could have ran away well, but yeah. But yeah, if you have an elite, I always do accelerate crew training because I have so much free experience. I haven't converted, but yeah. And if you use personal reserves, you can get, you know, like the plus 300% free experience. Like I have that on now. Like you can rack some up on 5x specials pretty nice, like 600 and stuff a pop. Hello, unfortunately I do not speak whatever language that is. Chinese, Japanese, Korean. Sorry. I don't even know where to, can't even say your name there. Looks like a bunch. Yeah, World of Tanks does not do a very good job with explaining, you know, the small aspects of the game. Like that's somewhere the game completely. Hello, GG. Nice to see you. The game completely fails. Thanks. So it is Korean. If only I knew something in Korean to say. But yeah, unfortunately, as far as languages go, I'm stuck with English and Spanish. If Graham was here, he seems to know every single language available to mankind. Shit, I didn't even notice. Graham popped out there. He died. I was just kind of zoning out there. Hey, we won Pilsing, no? Awesome. So next request was the M56 Scorpion. Okay, well, hello. Unfortunately, I don't speak Korean, so I can't, I know it is Google Translate. It just takes me... I'll try to pop it in here. Ah, there we go. Uh, thank... Yeah, sometimes it's hard for me to open up things. The hat on my head, I was requested to do this for the stream. I even have a snowman on top, and I have Serb here on my sweater here. But it was requested for a crazy hat, you know, by the viewers here. So I gladly, you know, Ryan, my girlfriend, came up with it, and she made it. But yeah, it's a bunch of Christmas ornaments, flashing lights, and a snowman on top. Alright, I'm going to head up over in B0 and try to snipe a little bit here. This isn't the best map in the world here. It's a little heavy, but more or less, it's not that bad wearing it without my headphones on. With my headphones and the hat, and I had to put like a beanie under the hat with my headphones on it, just so it doesn't slide off. It's a little heavy then, but it's not bad on its own. Tinfoil hat, yep. I'll have to figure out a hat for after, you know, like Christmas passes. So I don't think this will fly all year long. I'll have to... It's like initially, you know, I think it was you, Uber, and Graham requesting the fruit hat, like the fruit bowl hat. I might have to revisit that to see if I can make that without breaking the bank account. Since fake fruit is in high demand around here, it seems like. I'll have to find it online. Come on, people. You know you want to funnel right down here for us. Hello, Knitbot. Nice to see you. Good morning to you as well. I still have a little over half hour here. The next request... Okay. Oh, shit. He stopped. Next request up was the WZ-111. After that, I don't have anything else. If anybody would like to see another tank, I will gladly hop into it for you. Alright. Thank you, Graham, for tracking him. Alright, now the question is, this spot, I love using it. It's just, is there going to be more tanks for us to shoot? And there is. I penned him, but... crap. I should have waited till we're both up there, because we might have gotten another shot in, but... I don't think this T-32 is going to move out anymore, to be honest. Hey, you having fun camping? Hello, Rogue. I don't think Ryan would let me. She's one of the people who... yeah, Christmas lights are not for all year. But who knows, it might make an appearance. Christmas in July or something. Yeah, I can play the T92. Yeah, my ping has gotten better, Gary. I've noticed, honestly, I didn't change anything. I haven't, like, the whole changing my Comcast package, that's gonna, you know, probably be after Christmas, get better internet. My ping and the lag started to improve, I don't know, like a couple days ago. Like, honestly, it might have been something, I don't even know. But it just, one of the days, it just stopped happening. It's like they didn't do anything in my neighborhood as far as the internet lines go, because everything's buried in my neighborhood. You can kind of tell when they're doing work on them. So, who the hell knows? I'm glad, though. Shit. The IS-7 is definitely worth buying. I recommend that whole line is good. But the IS-7, yeah, it's a good tank. Some people say it's like power creep and stuff, but it's very good. Yeah, I can do the Cromwell T-34 Heavy. Like, the gun is, like he was saying, a pinch. It's not like... Essentially, the newer Tier 10s, of course, have stupid amounts of armor. Or not armor, penetration. Ooh, Lord. I can die by ramming, even by that tank. But the IS-7, you know, if you can hide that lower plate, you can definitely get quite a bit of shots bouncing off you while doing damage in return. You just do need a pinch of APCR for tougher tanks. What, the AMX, the heavy line? I plan on going down that. It's just, it does help if you have the medium line done. A lot of the modules cross over. Makes the grinding a little bit easier. So if you do one, doing the other isn't a bad idea. Pretty nice. Yeah, this guy I've seen like 3 times this morning, the AMX CDC on my blacklist. Well, I am very glad, you know, the ping improved. That was messing me up a lot when that was happening. It's like the one night when I was getting like 999, that was... you know, that was on our end. Ryan had it's a pretty good match by both of us actually here. Yeah, pretty good. I was worried going into that. Ryan had to upload a lot of stuff for college that night, and that little bit extra, like it was just uploading files, so nothing big. For whatever reason, it, you know, confused the hell out of my router. Because usually, I have this PC as #1 priority. For whatever reason, the laptop, I guess, superseded that, and it caused some issues that night. I should say. Yeah, Rob, I have the T26 E5 Patriot. I like it very much as well. Wish the new patch was here since the WZ111's getting buffed in it. Alright, so next up, T92, Cromwell, T34 Heavy. I do have the Patriot, so I can play that. And maybe, since it was mentioned, the IS-7. It's kind of making myself a list here. I'm going to try to get the, you know, every request here. I can go a pinch longer, past 10 a.m. Not a huge amount, though. I have to try to get some more replays recorded. They're releasing in between my live streams. And I'm still, because we're having a bunch of people over for Christmas dinner here. I have to finish patching up all the mess I made in the attic and stuff, moving the chandelier and electrical and everything. Yeah, it is very good. I find against 10s, like, since it has worse armor than T32, you can get pen in the turret still, but it is a good premium in that sense where, you know, you don't feel gimped against higher tiers, unlike some other premiums. Even preferential matchmaking against higher tiers, you can, you know, definitely feel a little bit lacking. I don't even know why I shot that, because, you know, this thing, the shell speed is not, you know, not super fast. Yeah, I was trying my luck there. Since there's an IS-6 out here, I'm gonna try a heat again. Shit. I could have done a AP against him. Oh, Lord. Help! Oh, I shouldn't have taken that shot, but they have a lot of people over here. Way more than what I want to fight against, honestly. Shit. Oh, Lord. I just need to stay here now. I'm kind of locked into my spot. I just don't like being in spots where the enemy dictates the fight. I do not like that. It's just this thing. I already used quite a few heat rounds and missed, so I'm not going to make any money this match. I just wish this thing was buffed today. But alas, the Russian server gets the patch first, and they don't release any info for the other servers. At least our other side's doing well. Come on, FCM, pop out. WZ's pushing up. Alright, so I'll hold this side again. Ah, shit. T-32. Why, dude? It's just even with heat, I have a small chance to pen him. There we go. I just barely hit that side armor. Better for me to push closer when he bounced off of me. Alright. Very nice, CDC. Oopsie daisy. Alright, CDC, it's up to you. Very nice. Yes, I do have it, Nitbot. Comparing it, it's a little bit less flexible, especially against higher tiers, because it's, you know, purely about frontal armor. Very nice. And the gun has a little bit less DPM, but I do like it. I would say let's go off of like 1 to 10. Say if the Patriot's like a 9.5 for a premium tank, the AMX M449 Liberté is probably an 8.5 or a 9. I do actually, it just released yesterday. If you look at my videos, most recent uploads, I have a kind of a review / ace tanker game up for the AMX M449. So popping into that, I kind of go over what I like, dislike, and stuff about the tank there. I can't get up there fast enough. I'm just gonna take my 1k damage and take the win. What, the tier 9 Leopard? I haven't went down that line that far yet. I'm still grinding it. But, honestly, I don't like it from when I played on the test server and seeing other people play it. It's just, it has a little bit of a tendency to take ammo rack damage. Thank you, Jorge. Thanks for the subscription. E75 is mad. Oh, Lord. Hey, we got a pretty decent win there. Really, just us getting a win. I was happy with that. Why does my freaking chat keep scrolling up? That's triggering my slight case of OCD. Alright, so I have it already, so forgive me for this match. It could be very bad or passable. But yeah, the AMX M449. See you, Gary. Thanks for watching. Have fun shopping. Oh, she's back from shopping. Have fun unpacking then. The Liberté, as far as its armor go, like the cupola is very weak, of course, but also the upper hull, say right here on it, is your other best chance to pen it. That's the weakest part of the upper hull, just because you're going to shoot down at it more. As far as the best premium, it was a request, Rogue. I do, pretty much if you guys request it, I'll play it if I have it. Um, I would say the Patriot, is one of the best premiums they released, but I don't know. Most premium tanks, more or less, yeah, sometimes that tank, even in the WZ-111, I was like, not penning anything. But I don't know. More or less, I feel most premiums, like some of them need a little bit of a buff because they've kind of been power creeped a bit. But like even older ones, like the KV5, honestly, even though the Patriot's good, KV5 stuff like that, IS6, they all compare well against one another. But you know, that's just I always find the best in a tank, and I like each tank has a strength and a weakness more or less. A few of like the tier 5-ish premiums and stuff need some rebalancing because they're really left behind. But most, if not all, of the tier 6 to 8 premiums, there's always something that they have good about them that you can't say like, you know, it's flat out better than one another. Um, they're just harder to play in today's games, to say that. But I do have a super Persian, yes, Rodenick. Oh, my Russian or my arty performance is downright terrifying sometimes. I used to play a lot of arty, but I don't play too much of it anymore. Um, it's just ever since they nerfed it a couple of years ago and made it less accurate and more frustrating to play. I guess haven't. I keep them in my garage for completing the personal missions. I'll just smash them out in a day or two, and just play, the 3 or 4 SPGs I have to get them done. But it almost punishes you playing SPGs at times with how dependent they are on RNG. A Tiger too, yeah, it's not the easiest tank to play. Um, you have to play it, mid-range most of the time, unless you're top tier. But you always have to hide your lower glacis and the sides in that thing. I might be far enough here to get a decent shot off on this side, even though this E4, he's flirting with where I can shoot him here. Now I can't, but I'm tempted. What the hell? Awesome. It's definitely iffy going here, especially with this few amount of people up on this corner. But especially because they're pushing pretty hard over on Uber. He doesn't have too much support down there. It's just if they can push him back, just a hair, I can get a good shot. Ah, crap. I'd be better off moving back now, but at this point, I'm gonna hope that these guys slink back just a pinch. That's all I need. I'll try it. Oh my god, that was close. Yeah, the German heavy line mid tiers are pretty good, It's mainly just... They're not bad, tier 7 to tier 8, but, you know, they're a little bit difficult to play around those tiers for both lines. Ah, come on. I have a shot here. I'm gonna take it. There we go, I'll take my hit. I'll take my hit, now I will hide. Awesome. Thank you, T49 and Borsig. Alright. Actually, yeah, I'm still gonna stay here. He's probably gonna... Did he spot me? Doesn't look like it. British line's not bad, but, you know, it's... You know, it's not exactly a line that you need to go down, honestly. Open myself up a little bit here, but trying to get a shot on this Indian Panzer. Shit. Oh, I took my eyes off. I thought they were good down here, and they got flanked from behind. Shit. Now I'm out of position. I don't have... Yep, that was my bad. I don't have a good shot here. I'm gonna try. Woo-hoo-hoo. Awesome. I got a little lucky there. But hell, sometimes you gotta be a little lucky in Arty. Be nice if my team would move around a little bit now. Sitting here is not going to do anything. We have the tank advantage. It's like, come on. I shouldn't have to point out that they have 3 SPGs, 3 regular tanks, and we have 1 SPG. Like, come on. It's not rocket science. I guess Serb here is helping me out. He must love to play SPGs. I'm just trying to see where this 263 went. There he is. I was about to say, I don't want to reset my position if I have a chance to hit the 263. So I'm gonna take a chance here and see if he's set up there, but the reason I said south and middle is now they're pushing up here. Very good, T49 popped in. It's just they're gonna flank around here. I can't support them there, and really pushing through the middle here is playing to their advantage. If they had went south, it's much harder for them to retreat through here. They could have, you know, flanked them right through the center. But yeah, so I'll finish, even though I have, you know, quite a few requests left. I'll finish the requests, you know, for the stream here. I still have Cromwell, T-34 Heavy. So let me aim a little bit here. T-26E5, possibly the IS-7. I just don't know if this 263 stayed over here or not. I guess I could... I was about to say possibly aim for Arty, but... Ooh, Lord. T-49, don't get... he's getting close. I can't help you, dude. Shit, and the 263 is by me. I'm pretty sure he just saw me. They are definitely not playing very well as a team here. They are just all mismatched. So I actually like the 263 coming for me here. Granted, the T-54 can't hit them, but yeah. I'm gonna hope he comes around this corner. But he might come up high. This is not good for me. Or he's gonna come low. Ooh, Lord. I just can't point my gun down. This guy... I don't know if he knows that or not. Oh, Lord, I can't point my gun down enough. Good job by the enemy for winning this, because I don't think he's going to be able to cap out now, but man, did those guys... How do you lose something like that by... They just went in there all mangled up. Like, that was painful to watch. And again, I did good in Artie, especially early on, but that's why I don't play Artie that much, because you can't influence the battle as much. It's just, you know, sometimes you're just stuck there, not being able to help, especially later on in matches. It's just, it's more frustrating than not playing it a lot of times. So I don't know how they didn't, like, oh, the enemy has, you know, 3 SPGs. It's just all sit here. Like, no, you attack them. But they, you know, pushed and split up so much, it made them, you know, easy to be able to pick off. And yeah, I get not being able to work well with teammates because they're, you know, all random players, different each match. But it's not a hard concept to grasp when sticking as a group is better than splitting into individual teams where you're just rolling right into an enemy sitting there pre-aimed at you. Anyway, though, moving on. Yeah, I'll play the T-34 Heavy after this, T-26, and I should be able to get to the IS-7 as well. My next stream will be tomorrow, 12 p.m. to 3 p.m., I believe, Eastern Standard Time. Yes, it just, more or less so it is. I think there's a couple small differences, but nothing significant. It, you know, it just earns premium credits and crew experience, and it can use any, you know, British medium crew. But performance-wise, they're, you know, I think it's just a couple small soft stats that are different. Since I'm low tier, I'm not heading out there on my own, so already needs to move into T-71. Good luck. I believe the only difference is, you know, something small like a pinch of terrain resistance or on the move accuracy. Just a pinch of something, I believe, is different, but it's nothing major or even noticeable in, you know, 90% of the time. It's gonna be hard for me to get damage off here. Or maybe not. I'll take those 2 shots, and I move because I felt the eyes looking. I'm just kind of doing the wiggle and hope it goes straight forward or straight to the middle like that. But yeah, mainly, you know, it's the you earn money playing a Cromwell. So if you like the Cromwell, um, you know, picking this up, it's a viable, you know, crew trainer, and you can make a decent amount of money in it. I'm just waiting to see if I have a shot before I move along here. Shit, why didn't they kill Artie yet? I guess I'll shoot at him. Alright. Time to venture towards the center here. He might escape here. Ooh. That's what I was worried about, getting too close. But I'm also worried about our cap, because we don't have enough people there. And you can get capped out pretty easily if you don't have enough people near the bridge. It's hard for them to actually, you know, cap, but once you let them across the bridge, all bets are off. Shit. That's good. Try to line that up the best I can, but yeah. Since I'm not going to head that way, the T-29 might still be looking my way. Yep. T-29 is pushing. If only this gun was a little bit more accurate. But then again, that's what the Comet is. It's essentially a more comfortable Cromwell, more or less. Here we go. I'm gonna pop an APCR just for this T-32. Oh shit. I wanted to knock his track out. Get a little bit of assist damage. Lord, he can see me now. I'm just looking to see when his gun moves. Still just trying to track him. Shit, the Chi-Ri's got me. I didn't expect the Chi-Ri to push like that. We're still gonna get a win here. If we lose this, then I will be a little bit upset. A nice shot, Uber. I need breakfast. That's the one thing I didn't do before streaming today, is breakfast. Since the restaurant closed, there's always, you know, a little bit extra left over. I have, like, we use, when it's the off season, we use essentially pre-cracked liquid eggs. They just have a little bit of citric acid in them to keep them longer. In season though, we crack all of our eggs, you know, kind of blend them up for omelets and stuff. That way they're fresher. But more or less, we had, because our last party of the year ended up being half the size of what it initially was slated to be. I would say about 2.5 to 3 gallons of, you know, essentially scrambled eggs in my fridge. I'm probably gonna hate eggs a lot before the end of January. So So even though it's just about 10 here, I'm going to play the T-34 here. I didn't get it off in time. I'm going to play the T-26. I'm going to play the T-26E5 and IS-7. Then that'll be it for the stream. My thoughts on the AC-4. I do have the AC-4. It's very comparable to the Firefly. However, a little bit less mobility, more gun depression. So it can be better than Firefly or worse. It depends on the map, but it is a good premium. It does lack armor, and it does struggle a lot against higher tiers, but there's no... If you like the Firefly, but wish it had more gun depression, then get the AC-4. If you haven't played the Firefly or a mid-tier medium like that, you know, has a good amount of firepower but lacks a ton of alpha and armor, I would say try it before you get it. You know, it's a good premium for its tier and compared to, say, like the Firefly, but tanks like that in general sometimes suffer right now. How many dozens of egg? I would say, because essentially they're broken down in quarts, I would say it's about, let's see, 24. I gotta pull a calculator out here. Now I'm screwing myself up here. I would say it's about 24 dozen eggs I have in my fridge. Shit, I get shot there clicking back into the screen. So I've been eating scrambled eggs, egg sandwiches. Maybe I'll make some quiches. Ryan's going to be baking with stuff that has a lot of eggs in it. That's one of the perks, you know. I get to kind of pick through stuff first. I got a bunch of... I forget how much, like, maple syrup and stuff. It doesn't really go bad, but we like to keep everything fresh year to year. It's not worth keeping stuff sitting around. I'll push with you, Uber, here. I think he's going to drop off, though, so I'm going to head to where a lot of people are this way. Yeah, I'll play it next stream for you, Jack. I haven't played it in a while because, you know, it hasn't got requested. But, yeah, I'll gladly hop into it for you. Panther, you were literally... You just saw tanks that way. Like... Oh my god, like... I don't know if he's a bot, or... Is he gonna kill this? I'd like to kill that tank, but... Oh, I missed. How did I miss that? Shit, now I'm in a bad spot. Because I have a long reload. This Scorpion G. Hopefully he does not realize he can hit me. I don't think he's gonna realize it. This little bugger's trying to flank me here. Help! Help me, guys! Oh, I hate fighting this thing. I own it now, but... That's alright, Uber. Whew. Somehow that Scorpion's still alive up there. They should take him out sooner than later. Why'd you damage my main gun, dude? I've thought about that, more or less, though. I have 180 tanks. It just would make, you know, something like a video description really freaking long. I guess I could maybe do an image. It's just it takes it takes a lot of time. I don't have the T-34 black now. I didn't waste money buying a black tank. The only reason I would say buy one of them is if you have a expired rental for like the months or something, and you buy the black version for cheap. But yeah, making a list, I've thought about it. It's just, you know, every time I buy a tank, I'm gonna have to if it's like an image, I'm gonna have to update it, but I had to figure it out because video descriptions only can be so long here on YouTube. The E25 is have an egg war. I wish they were whole eggs, but you know, they're all cracked already, so. Yep, thanks for Platoon and Uber. It was a pretty fun morning. I haven't played this early in the morning, you know, for quite some time. So next up, I'm going to do the T26E5 Patriot. Let me just to get a step out here. And then I'll play the IS-7, and that'll be it for the stream. Just trying to give my dog a little attention here. He's like looking at me like, usually in the morning we do stuff. But yeah, my next stream tomorrow, 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. So essentially 2 hours from now, it's going to be starting tomorrow. There might be Swedish tanks, new patch. If that's the case, I will have some Swedish tanks to play because I want to grind down those lines. Once the patch hits on all servers, then we should start seeing small little tidbits leaked about the next patch. That seems to be how Wargaming's doing it. Because the next test server should be coming up here maybe like 2 weeks from now. It might start. Maybe a pinch longer. That's my thought, going over that way. I like fighting on that side. Didn't even realize I had a text message there. Yeah, I'll have to come up with one, Jack. That's gonna take me. It's gonna take me a long time to write everything down, but I'll add it to, you know, the things I have to do. Might honestly just be quicker for me to make a short little video and put a video link in so you guys can, you know, watch it if kind of seeing my garage. Honestly, I might go with that. I always put a, you know, a link here on YouTube to like a minute-long video of my garage. That might be, it'll probably take me like half hour minimum to type down all my tanks here. Because I have to do it, I have a second PC behind me that has like all my image editing and Photoshop and stuff like that on it. No, I do not, Hugo. I only play World of Tanks PC. It's like I have Blitz and I casually play it, but I wouldn't actually say I, you know, make videos or play it regularly. This FE is gonna get me in trouble. Holy shit. Does that dude know that he's climbing like that? I was worried about the Emil, but he made sure that, you know, I spotted him, and shit, that made things a lot easier here. Come on, guys. I'm waiting for this IS-6, and then I'm just gonna hoof it over. There's a Jagdpanther 2, but I'm just barely able to be hit by him. Ah, shit. Poor tank. That it just does. I have that tank. It's not bad when you're top tier, but your armor does not hold up whatsoever against people higher tier than you. Typically. There he is. Dude, what the hell is that guy flipping out about? Probably that his, you know, his black tank got destroyed. Oh my god. No. I hate people that flip out like that. Like, you're not getting your point across yelling at people. It's like, yeah, I get it. Like, the other side is falling and we're only against a couple tanks. Doesn't make sense for us to push. Alright, now we have a second person doing it. Again, that's one of my pet peeves, people pinging the map that much. I can. It's just... just trust me, having... It's just... I know what you're saying, Jack. It's just... I'm probably going to make a video. It'll take me a lot less time to be able to do it. Nice try, M6. You had a good thought, though. That hurt a little bit, though. I do have, you know, assistant on my phone to take a peek at things, but the amount of pictures I'd have to take for 184 tanks is quite high. Alright, now we're in a problem where, you know, everyone's kind of spread out here. If I knew where the Scorpion G was exactly, or not the Scorpion, the Borsig, it was essentially a Scorpion G with that gun he hit me with, I'd be more inclined to push around. There he is. Alright. Very nice job, team. Sometimes no, Uber, like I can tell a difference, but honestly, if this morning's like every morning, I would say it's a little bit less frustrating than playing later on. Like, you definitely have your little quirks, you know, playing now, but I would honestly say I can predict a little bit more so what the team's gonna do. Whether that's because teams are a little bit worse in the morning or not, I won't say. But yeah, so far, you know, it's been fun playing, you know, morning here. I wonder if the Yag Panther drove himself into the... And I was about to say, he might have... Some people try to, like, drown themselves, but just barely keep themselves alive to try to get one last shot off. Alright, so I got a mark of excellence. Yay, high caliber. Good amount of damage there. Alright, so one last battle here in the IS-7. Thanks, Jack. Yeah, I'll let you know, you know, if I need that. It's just, you know, between a picture, I'll be able to get to it. I just need to, you know, have time to be able to do it. Like right after this, I'm eating. Oh, I gotta. Like, you can't really. My living room, dining room's out, through that door. I gotta fix that up. That's my project of the week. It's like it only seems like a small amount of time, but gotta finish that before Christmas comes. It's sooner than I had thought it was. I thought I had one extra week. But thank you. I will let you know. It's like maybe I'll try to do the video. I had kind of penciled in, try to get in some of these replays done. The patch hasn't hit here. I have a copy of 9 of my World of Tanks folder for this version here for when it updates. I'm not going to lose all my replays again. I'm up to like 17 replays again where I need to do voiceovers for. Come on. There we go. Yeah, I get what you mean though. I know it'll make it easier for people to request tanks that maybe I don't always play, or if they're a new viewer. Thank you very much, Uber. Much appreciated. Serb says thank you. Really hope that a wargaming person does not watch this and strikes me down with a ban for their almighty creepy leader. Not that Serb's their leader, but he's been part of the World of Tanks development team for basically since the beginning. I saw he was aiming at me. I was like playing game of chance there. Ah, shit. I didn't need to use my repair kit there, considering that was a SP1C, but I thought something larger had hit me. I had to keep an eye on my right. Yep, somebody be here. So far, pretty good. I haven't taken too much damage. I'm waiting for them. They're starting to push out there to be able to spot the field, which will help me very much. I don't want to leave my tortoise out to hang, but I don't want to push on that E3 just yet. We really need our guys further back here to push up. It's just we're doing very well. It's just the people sitting far in the back now, for where the enemy's at, they'd be better off coming. Holy shit, I actually hit him? I am extremely surprised at that. Like, keep up with the fighting pace. Like, the enemy's not going to be pushing any harder right now. We're going to be doing the pushing, so you're better off helping your team rather than your team dying and then you still being sitting there camping. Then you're in a bad spot. Oh Lord. 5120, you are, well, you're not that lucky. See ya, Uber. Thanks for Platoon today. We had a pretty good streak of games, I felt like. Yeah, I was a little bit off on the lead there. I see the T-55A. Oh. Sorry, Tortoise. I let you down. This SP1C just shot at me enough to where I feel like I need to exact revenge on him. There we go. Luckily that Conqueror gun carrier didn't kill me. Ah, that is very true, Gary. You guys, the service record. chance there. No problem, Jack. Hey, I'm a morning person. I know different time zone and all, but hell, like sometimes when, like recently when we're doing parties when we're not open for the restaurant, my brother's like, "Ah, when are you going in?" I'm like 6 a.m. He's like, "Holy shit!" Like, like that's actually late for me to go into work. Hello, Jacob. Nice to see you. I guess you haven't really been around recently. It's a Christmas hat, and I have a ugly Christmas sweater with Serb's face on it. This might be bad tactically, but or rephrase bad with it is bad or might be. I'm trusting you, object. I had a T-34, got him good. We were just in a stalemate there, and I was trying my best to break it as quick as possible. There we go. Even if it meant killing myself. I could have sat there and tried to farm more damage, but yeah, I think that was a decent choice. See you, Abdul. Thanks for watching again. But yeah, I'm just going to hang around to the end of this battle here since this is my last battle. Like I said, tomorrow, stream's going to be 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. EST. I'll probably, if the patches hit, I'll be, you know, grinding regular tanks, maybe getting some credits. If it hasn't hit yet, I might start out with premium tanks first and try to grind out some more credits to begin with. He's definitely over there from when he was hitting me. Jacob, this was my last battle. Sorry. I had streamed 8 to 10 today. But tomorrow I'll gladly get to, you know, the Tiger 2 STB1 if you want me to play them tomorrow. I hope I'm right, because the whole team is kind of gravitating towards there. But for those of you who haven't seen the close-up of, well, the hat here with the snowman on top, and ugly Serb mistletoe Santa, there you go. But a pretty decent match here. Let me get that back to about the right size. Master Badge third class, 3,900 damage, a little bit of everything else. But again, thanks for watching, guys. Nice chatting with you. Hopefully I'll see some of you guys tomorrow. You know, the streaming schedule is in the video description here below. Otherwise, my next streams will be this upcoming Friday, and then I have a very late one this Sunday. It's actually 10 p.m. to midnight. So, a couple different times coming up here. So I'll see you guys, you know, one of these streams coming up. Otherwise, have a good rest of your day, or have a good night, depending on where you're at in the world. Have a good one.